Some people do not use AI because they think I'm not a technical person. And so because I'm not a technical person, this is for technical people. Another thing some people have said, which I have heard trying when I talk to organizations and when we try to audit their AI readiness, we hear people, when we have one-to-ones, people get to say, well, AI is for younger people. It's not for, I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been doing this for 30 years. There's nothing about this job that you're going to talk to me about. I know how to do this. Now, let me debunk some of those. First of all, understand that your refusal to use AI or your acceptance of AI has very little to do with your technical abilities. It has a lot more to do with behavior. Accepting or not accepting doesn't have to do with technical capacity or technical capabilities. It's more about behavior. You have to be willing to accept it first. You have to be willing to try first before you can tell whether it's something you can do or not. Let me give you a very simple example. You have your phone and you have ChatGPT downloaded on your phone. If you can download anything on your phone, any app, you can download ChatGPT. And so you have it on your phone. All you need to do if you don't want to type is to say something into it. This is very basic. So you ask yourself, what is technical about that? Now, if you are working in a team, and let's say you use Microsoft 365, you automatically do have Copilot chat. And so it's there in the system already. It's there in your ecosystem already. What will it take you if you have to draft a document step by step, one taking hours or days to draft a document? What will it take you? We're simply saying, why don't you try to take the raw data? Just take the raw, just feed it and watch and see what happens. So first, you have to want to try it. You see, the willingness to try it has to be there. Let me tell you one thing about capability and willingness. A few years ago, when I started my personal development journey, I met a coach, a mentor whom I wanted to learn from, but then there's a financial price to pay, and I didn't have the money at the time. I was upset. I got out of his office. We got on the elevator. My wife was with me. And she asked me a question. She said, why are you upset? And I said, the amount he's asking for me to pay is just way out of my reach. And she asked me a question that, what is lacking here? Is it your willingness to pay or your capacity or capability to pay? And boom, that just changed my thinking at the moment. Because first you have to have the willingness, and then you say, all right, I don't have the money, but can I find the money somewhere? Can I ask to do something in return for some money so that I can gain access to this mentorship? Or can I borrow? I'm not asking you to go borrow, but if something is important to you, you'll have to find a way to make that happen. The same way with AI, it's very little about technical capabilities as against being willing. So ask yourself, do I have that block? Do I have that unwillingness to even try? Then the second thing where people say, oh, it's for younger people, I've been doing this for a long time. You see, when we talk about generative AI, you're talking about the entire internet, as it were, downloaded into a particular brain. So all you need to do is ask a question. So I'm going to ask you, how many books have you read? How many reports around the world have you read? What information do you have access to on your own? Let's say you are very brilliant, you're very well read. What will it take from you? What will it cost you to learn something new that you haven't learned before? And we're saying there's a tool. It's as simple as saying, listen, I was born in the era without cars, or I was born in the era without smart cars. And so I'm okay. I will still use my old car. There's no problem. Or in fact, that's even a wrong example. Oh, I'm just going to walk. Hey, we're talking about 300 miles. No, I'm just going to walk. That's what I'm used to. It's natural. I'm going to walk. I'm not going to get into a car. Think about it. Okay. Oh, I've been in the era without phone. I was born in the era without phones. I'm not just going to use phone. People can decide to do that. But just imagine what the world is going to be like for that. And if you are in that space where you use phones and you expect people to respond, and that person is saying, no, I'm not going to text you, I'm not going to respond. When I see you, I'll give you an answer. If you're running a project with that person, or if people are running a project with you and you are that person, imagine how difficult that would be. I know this may not be the best examples I've given, but I think you get them. So if we're living in a world where artificial intelligence is becoming very open. People are using it for good things. Companies, huge companies are using it. The biggest companies in the world are using it. And the world has changed. I'm not going to say the world has changed. The world has changed. And you are saying, I'm not going to try. Understand that it is most likely going to affect your team. Okay, so here's the thing. I do not believe that it's about your technical capabilities. Granted, some people might have some challenges. It could be health challenges, it could be any other challenges, but take all of that away. I'm saying all things being equal. Let's say all is well and you're good. Ask yourself, is it that I'm just saying I don't want to do this? Or am I hiding behind, oh, it's too technical for me? The idea in this AI movement is to make it very easy for everyone to use. Anybody that's developing any AI solution and it's hard for the end user to use it, I don't think that person is serious. So any company that's building anything, the idea eventually is that people should be able to use it without any problem. Okay, that's the universal understanding. So it's not that hard, my friend. Just try something, okay? Like I said, I've said in other videos, try something. It could be ChatGPT, it could be Copilot. Just try the thing about messaging, using documents, Excel, depending on what you do, and then ask yourself, what problem is this helping me to solve? Because take your mind away from AI and take your mind to the problem. The focus, it's not about me wanting to use AI. The focus is I want to solve a problem. The problem is I want to get things done faster. I want to get more things done within a short period of time. Can AI help me? If the answer is there's a possibility, but I don't know yet. Question is, how do I use that? How can I use that? Who knows how to use it? But I can ask the question and start using it. The second thing, it's not for the younger generation. Oh, I've been there for 20 years, 30 years. I know everything about this job. We all do have blind spots. We all do have blind spots. We've got our strong sides, we've got a weak side, we've got blind spots. But is there a possibility you could learn one thing that could make your job easier, give you more time, even help you live healthier? Think about it. It's not for the younger generation, it's for everyone. Old, young, everything in between. Okay? I hope this fires you up and gets you to at least this, I don't know, when you see this video, morning, afternoon, evening, to say, okay, I'm just going to try one simple thing and see how this works. Because I have just watched the video and I've been told it's not for the younger generation, it's for everyone. My name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel, and my sincere desire for you, my friend, is that you go on succeeding by becoming a better version of yourself.